Chapter 2, Bonding with My Canine Family. I began racing a team of former shelter puppies when I was 8. We still have 3 of them. Alu, Diesel, and Drew made up my first team. I don't remember being scared while I competed with them, but then again, we didn't run very fast. After we retired Drew, Mama Blue moved into his place. We stopped racing her after one season because she got cancer. She's still fighting it. I know she will lose, but at least Mom and I can be there to hold her paw through it all. We call our canine family the Ohana Kennel. Ohana is a Hawaiian word meaning family in which no one shall ever be left behind or forgotten. Over the years, our kennel has grown to 25 dogs. We've bought some, we've traded some, friends have given us some. These dogs are family, my brothers and sisters, and Mom and I would never leave any of them behind. I've trained most of them from scratch. I am more interested in their comfort than my own. When I come off the trail battered, discouraged, and in last place, I must not believe I have failed. It's no time for tears, because the dogs see tears as a sign that they have failed me. If I cry, they might not want to race again. So I act stronger than I feel and praise my dogs before tending to my own scrapes. Every day, I spend time bonding with the dogs. We learn to love each other, trust each other, and work together. I need to know what is going on in their brains, and they need to know what is going on in mine. Poppy's dog Hannah suffers from never having been loved. She was originally owned by a man who didn't take time to bond with his animals. He fed and watered them, but did not show them any personal interest. Instead, he treated them like merchandise. He kept the best ones and got rid of the others. In his eyes, Hannah was not a keeper. He sold her to Poppy, and she became one of his best dogs. Once at a race, Hannah slipped her harness. She was missing for a month. During that time, she had been caught in a leg trap. She freed herself and then was hit by a train. The whole town rallied to search for the dog, and when the veterinarian found her, she was near death. He had to amputate one leg. The veterinarian called Poppy after reading a canine Amber Alert about Hannah, and we went after her. Since our kennel is larger than Poppy's, Mom and I brought Hannah to our home, where she's loved and safe. But she's a nervous little 6-year-old, and we're still bonding. I don't know yet what goes through her mind when she looks at Mom and me. Does she wonder how long we will keep her? Is she afraid we will be mean to her? It makes me sad to think that when she was a puppy, no one made her feel loved. In time, I hope she will understand that we love her very much. Dogs know how to live and how to love, so their purpose in life gets fulfilled much faster than ours. They don't make mistakes. They are pure souls. You can't taint a dog. You can make one mean, but not bad. In that case, it's not the dog's fault, but the fault of the trainer. By working hard the year round, I have learned how to understand my dogs and handle them. I can drive a dry cart or a sled, and I can deal with whatever crisis comes along. Trust me, I've had my share of spills and scars. Before each race, Mom gives me a kiss and a thumbs up. Have fun. Take it easy, watch your corners, and don't get killed, she says. I love you, she adds just under her breath. I smile at her and put my game face. When I race, I'm in the zone. I'm no longer just a kid on runners, and the dogs are no longer just dogs in the kennels. I have spent hours and hours becoming one with them. They trust me, and I trust them. They know what I'm thinking, and I can read their minds. We work together to get to the end of the trail in the best, fastest, and safest way possible. We're kind of like a machine, only furrier and cuter. We succeed because I live, breathe, and sometimes sleep with the dogs. I'm in their kennel before school and after school. They treat me like one of the pack. One morning, the dogs began barking quite early, so Mom and I got up to feed, clean, and water them. When we finished, I stayed outside snuggling with Anu, my playful, shy wiggler. Mom came out to get me. As if she was reading my mind, she said, "It's not summer. I don't want you crawling into her house to sleep with her." When it's warm weather, I go out to the kennel, plop down in a shady spot, and read to my boys and girls. Other times, I just go out and sit with one dog and stare at the clouds. Some summer nights, Poppy sets up my tent in the girls' kennel. I check to see who gets lonely. If a dog needs special attention, I crawl inside her house and sleep with her. If one of them isn't feeling well, I hold her paw and rub her belly. I fall asleep under the night sky praying for my pups. Mom prefers that I sleep in my tent rather than in one of the dogs' houses. I don't care where I sleep as long as I'm close to my dogs. My mom wants me to have fun. As long as you come in with a smile on your face, I don't care if you win or not, she said. I am proud of you no matter what. But she does care, and I don't want to let her down. I don't want to let Poppy down either. One day I hope to be a fierce competitor like Lance Mackey. Lance is an overcomer, and he's my role model. One time I heard him speak at the Northern New England Sled Dog Trade Fair. It was cool listening to him tell how he worked to make his dreams come true on a shoestring. I want to follow his lead all the way from Anchorage to Nome. Lance and I already have some things in common. Our gear isn't the best of the best, our dogs aren't top of the line, but they are ours. We've both battled health problems. He fought and won his battle with cancer, and I've triumphed over my eye problems. We train hard, do our best, and refuse to whine over things we can't change. If my dogs come across the finish line happy, I am happy. I want to win, but not at the expense of my teammates. I don't race a dog that doesn't want to run. I want a team that wants to win, a team that has to be stopped, not pushed. An experienced musher can recognize those chosen few dogs that have what it takes to triumph against all odds. It's in their blood, and it's in mine too. I would be nothing without my dogs. I am proud they let me be a part of their lives. They are my family, my passion. They've made me a richer, more understanding person.